So, I have said many times on this channel, and I will say it again because I feel like it's a good thing to say, especially when I'm coming at it from, an extremely biased perspective. But I feel like my biased perspective is actually extremely good in this situation, and that has got to do with OTK. As I have said many times that I am a massive OTK enjoyer. I watch Asmongold on the daily. I watch a lot of NMP LOL. I also consume Emaru's content here and there. And then I usually, when it comes to like the rest of the OTK members, I usually just consume their content either when they're making group content or just through clip forms. Today, we are going to be criticizing OTK, not necessarily directly itself, because I don't know if OTK themselves are directly involved in this little bit of drama, but there's a possibility that they could be. Not saying that they are, I'm just saying that there's a possibility, because when it comes to anything, you never know. And I feel like as well, when it comes to something that you enjoy, with me being, the content that a lot of the OTK members do put out, I feel like when you enjoy something, you should also have the exact right to criticize them as much as you want as well, to help for them to improve and to be better of an organization than what they already are. And this has got to do with the bias that OTK has been seeing on Reddit, specifically within the LivestreamFail, or as it's popularly known as, LSF subreddit. Now, LSF was originally created many, many years ago as just a way for people to post live stream fails. That's what it is. It was funny clips that were put into there, but then seemingly as the years have gone on, it's not just been live stream fails, but it's been more anything that is regarding streamers, no matter what it is. And a lot of it in recent time has eventually turned into drama. Now, this is unfortunate of the way that the subreddit has gone, but that's just the way that it is. And a lot of streamers on there, they cop it so much about when it comes to, whether any controversy that they are brought in, when anything they say on stream, it gets posted into LSF, and then they're seemingly, basically kind of torn apart a little bit in there. But you have to think that it is the internet, you're putting yourself out there, and when you're putting yourself out there on the internet, you have to expect that you're going to get some backlash. It's not good that you do, but you just have to expect it. It's just the way that the internet works. But it seemed that in recent times, a lot of posts that are made in LSF have been taken down whenever they gain any traction. As we have examples in recent time, when XQC says that LSF is ran by OTK, that itself was taken off the subreddit. This right here, where it says multi-millionaire streamer Extra Emily refuses to pay back $170,000 to her parent who paid for her college tuition, which was a massive controversy that even I made a video about, that was taken off LSF for supposedly clickbait and inaccurate or opinionated views, which is really funny because a lot of people give their opinionated views, and this title itself, it's not necessarily harmful or misinformation. That's actually what happened during that clip, whether you like it or not. This was also taken down where it says Emaru's thoughts on issuing apologies on behalf of people. This was taken down for supposed spam, which was labeled as off topic, and said that content posted on LSF must be in clip form, not entire VODs, which is actually really funny because I actually looked into the rules of LSF themselves, and this is what off topic content says. It says content posted on LSF must directly relate to live streaming, official significant streamer or gaming news. This will generally apply to unapproved meta threads, actual spam or content that is not suited specifically for LSF. Well, I definitely think that this itself, that topic, is definitely one that people would be allowed to post within LSF, and nowhere in the LSF rules does it say about anything about not posting complete VODs. I even looked up in the full LSF rules to see if that was a rule itself, and no, that was just one that was made up. And the reason why this has sparked, and the reason why I've made this video, and the reason why this has even gone even further, and there's clips of XQC coming out and actually talking to one of the head moderators about this whole entire situation, was that it came out today that supposedly NMP LOL and Milena were actually married during that whole entire time. Now, if you don't know, Nick Pollum, who's a part of OTK, he had a long-term relationship with his girlfriend, supposedly, was Milena. And I say supposedly girlfriend because apparently they were actually married. It's come out today, it's been leaked that supposed they were married. I'm not 100% sure if this is completely verified or whether they were married or not. And this itself was taken down off of LSF. And obviously with these other examples that I gave, and now with this being taken off LSF, a lot of people are starting to accuse the fact that OTK is running LSF. And as much as I love OTK, I definitely think that this itself can definitely be seen from this perspective. I don't personally think, like, this is me, this is my bias coming in, that I don't personally think that OTK is in direct contact with these moderators and the head mod of LSF themselves. But the LSF moderator definitely has some bias. And I think that this is bad for multiple reasons. A couple reasons is that, one, whenever you are biased and you are shutting down people to talk out against others, it actually, instead of like reversing the hate and the hate just like trying to hide it, it actually radicalizes people and makes them more hateful towards that. I mean, you saw it on Twitter all those years ago. I think that one of the reasons why a lot of people have become more right-winged on the internet was because whenever they would have put out their opinion on anything that would be somewhat right-winged, they used to get banned for it, whether it was Twitter and now still on Reddit as well. And that can go the exact same thing with something like this. And another reason as well is for the fact that there's been an OTK member in Asmongold himself, the fucking Roach King. He has been extremely critical many times in the past of how biased Reddit's moderation can be on a lot of these subreddits. He's talked about it multiple times about how bad the moderation is on Reddit and how it should not be biased whatsoever. And it's extremely hypocritical when you have someone who is an OTK member. Now, when it comes to Asmongold clips being led on LSF, they never get deleted. Those always stay. I mean, obviously, not surprised whatsoever. I mean, the person who's like probably taken down these posts definitely likes OTK, but Asmongold, without a doubt. But it is still extremely hypocritical when you have someone within your org who is constantly criticizing Reddit. And I have been on this side of Asmongold every step of the way as well. I've even made videos about how terrible the bias and moderation on Reddit has been. So the fact that you have him talking about how bad the moderation is, and then they're going ahead and being biased when it comes to his org within this specific subreddit. And not only this, but XQC actually got in contact with the head mod of LSF, because XQC for a while now, he has speculated that LSF has been run by OTK, or they have some kind of influence with this, and he actually asked the head moderator a few questions about the bias that goes on this subreddit in regards to OTK.
As a final question, point blank, nobody in OTK manipulates anything or talks to any of the moderations over there in a direct contact.
Yeah, there's none of like, I think we've received a couple messages about like doxing stuff. But not of any of the ones that you've talked about here. Like 95% of the time, like a post gets removed, it's not going to be any. Like we're talking like a couple messages over the course of years, right? So
when things get controversial, things get removed at a high frequency, which is fair. But that factor goes way beyond the reasonable amounts when it's OTK members. OTK members, when it's OTK and it's high comments, I'm telling you, most of them are deleted. More than half of threads that involve OTK that have high comments are deleted.
That might be the case. Yeah, I can see what you're saying now. Yeah, I mean, we'll definitely keep more of a lookout for that. But I mean, I will say, you know, just to give some advice of my own, right? Like if you know, there are some things that I think users can do where like we wouldn't, you know, let's say you do think that we're biased, right? There are things that you can do where it's like, well, even if I'm biased, you can't, like, I can't get away with removing it, right? Because it, you know, it's, you know, so within the rules, you know, even a biased person couldn't do it. But I mean, I get it's. I do wish though. I mean, I'll definitely keep a lot of it myself, but I do wish the users would at least try a little bit more.
So that is just a couple clips right there. There was many other clips, but I'm not going to show the entirety of clips because then it could go on for like, you know, like minutes and minutes and minutes. And I don't want this video to drag on for too long. But this is just a couple screenshots from the tweets of where I got these clips from, where apparently the head mod cites that no YouTube videos rules are the reason for the recent NMP LOL and Melania divorce thread to be removed. but it's actually really funny, and even XQC mentions it, is that when it came to the pirate software, numerous video threads were posted about this. Numerous threads on LSF were posted. And when it comes to YouTube actually like it being enforced on LSF itself, you can't necessarily post anything that has got to do with like streaming that is an entire video or a clip from a non-stream. So it has to be like, it can be a YouTube video, but it has to be a clip. He also asks about why they enforce clickbait titles so meticulously when it comes to OTK. And I would definitely say that is a bit stupid as well, because if you look at like LSF, there is a few like titles on there that are clickbaity, but they're still there. They don't get deleted. But when it comes to anything that's got to do with OTK, that is seemingly deleted as well. Like, it feels like when it comes to other things, they're not holding up any integrity whatsoever when it comes to not being biased. Because even the LSF moderator, he talked about the drama being a massive downside on LSF. But if you go onto the subreddit itself and you look at the most popular posts within like the last month on that subreddit, it's all drama. Like, it's drama. That's all it is. It's the pirate software situation and also Destiny as well. Now, like I said as well, is that I don't think myself, and maybe this is my bias sticking out with OTK. I mean, I have been relatively critical that the fact that they shouldn't have any bias, because it shouldn't. You should not have no biasy on a platform, especially when it comes to something like LSF. I know it sucks for the fact that the subreddit now has been turned into TMZ for streamers. That's what it is. That's what it is. But if you're gonna allow drama, you have to allow either all of it or none of it. And the fact that they're allowing like a lot of drama, but then when it comes to anything for OTK, they're trying to sweep it under the rug. You can't do that. It makes the org look bad. Now, I don't think that OTK is directly involved with this moderator. I seriously doubt that they are messaging the moderator team and being like, oh, make sure anything, oh, I saw the thread about me and, you know, this person today. Can you please ban it? Can you please get rid of this? We don't like this. I don't think that that's what's happening. It could happen, but I still don't think that's like what's really happening. To me, I just think that the moderation team are fans of OTK and they don't like, they're just like, you know, oh, I don't want people to talk shit about my streamer. Oh no, that's not a good thing to do, man. Listen, people talk shit about Asmongold all the time. I watch that man on a fucking daily. And you know what I do? Whenever I see anyone talking shit about Asmongold, I do what he does and I just laugh at it. I just laugh at it. I mean, people are going to talk shit. Let them talk shit. Because if you try banning them, try and silencing them, they're just going to hate that person even more. And if I was OTK, what I would do if I was someone that was involved within the org, I would get in contact with this head moderator and I would be, stop this. You're making us look bad. The fact that we ourselves, like someone within our org being Asmongold, is calling out against the biasy on this platform, and then you are going ahead and being biased in this subreddit, it's making us look ridiculous. I would go ahead and do so. I would say if people want to chat shit, let them chat shit, because they will. People, if they can't chat shit in LSF, they'll just go somewhere else to chat shit. So just let them run their mouths. If they want to do that, just let them do that. If they want to discuss this drama in LSF, let them do that. And if you don't want drama in LSF, then get rid of all of it. Not just the ones that involved OTK. But yeah, I definitely think that biasy on Reddit altogether is 100% an issue. And the reason why I'm talking about it being on LSF and with OTK is because I actually like OTK. I love OTK. Like, if I had to get big as a content creator and as like, you know, because I do streams as well, is that I would love to get involved with OTK 100%, like without a doubt. That would be like the org that I would love to be involved with. So I definitely think that, you know, even though you enjoy something and would want to get involved in them, they definitely deserve a little bit of criticism as well, because no one's perfect. But I would definitely like to hear what you guys think about all this down below. That will be it from me. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Peace out.